Wow, it's cold. I am about to start my car, so I'm not freezing my rear end off when I go to the doctor's. It's early, it's like 7. Boy. Hold on. Terrible angle. Sorry. Terrible angle. It's cold. I'm warming up my car so I don't have to freeze my rear end off on the way there. It's cold. Getting ass. Good morning, everyone, by the way. It's early AF. Alright. I'm gonna plug in my phone so I don't completely drain the battery. Got my trusty Pop-Tart, which isn't healthy, but I'm a little bit in a rush right now, so I gotta get going. But on the bright side, I'll be time-lapsing the thing for you guys on my way there, so look forward to that. Alright, let's do this thing. There we go, now it's working. It was kind of fussing with me a second ago. It was not working. Alright, that traffic was hella packed, hella busy. So, I'm almost at my doctor's, and I don't know if you guys can see, so real quick, do you see that big lump right here on my neck? There's a little one, then there's a big one. It like keeps like going back and forth. Like sometimes the top one will get smaller and the bottom one will get bigger. It's like it goes from the top to the bottom, and then sometimes it'll just be, it's mainly bigger on the top. Like the bottom one's never been bigger, so I don't know what it is. Like sometimes it'll be like really big, or then big and then small. It's like small now and then big up here. It's actually really big up here and kind of small down there. I don't know what it is. I'm about to find out. Thankfully, I'm like 10 minutes early, which is good. But you know how it is at the doctor's. You get there and then you check in and then you wait 20, 25, 30, sometimes even 35 minutes well after the time you were supposed to be there. Doctor still hasn't come. 40 minutes later, Austin, for Dr. Sharkus. I'm just like, well, that was 40 minutes ago, but I'm still getting to see the doctor, which is fine. Doctor schedules are crazy. I completely understand. I completely get it. So, alright, I'm gonna go in the doctor's. Let me see what's going on with me, and I'll let you know right after I am done. I love the doctor's office. It's all good though. But I do like that poster up there. That is pretty nice. So I got my I love this hoodie so much. This NASA hoodie is so great. It's so comfortable. Like I literally can't get enough of it. But ooh, want to see a heart? Yeah, there's cholesterol buildup. So that's when you have a lot of saturated fat. This is what builds up. A bunch of plaque clogs your arteries. That's what causes the heart to have a heart attack. See, this is all the fat that they have to scrape off when they do bypass surgery. Don't eat too much fat, because that will happen to you. Well, unless you're excessively overweight, then something like that will happen to you, yes, but that usually happens when you're like older. But just take care of yourself. Eat the right stuff. I don't eat the right stuff all the time, but a majority of the time I do. So just eat the right stuff. Don't eat fast food. Don't have too many protein bars. Protein powder has way less saturated fat. So if you're looking for like protein intake, just do the powder. Don't do the protein bars. I'll explain this in a different video with my supplements and why I use them and the health benefits from them. But I'm gonna turn this off before he comes in. Alright, so I just got out of the doctor's. Swollen lymph nodes, which is, well, it's a gland in the body, but the lymph nodes are swollen. He said it's pretty common in younger people like myself. He thinks it's benign. He's like, my gut feeling says it's benign, so I'm like, okay, cool. Put me on an antibiotic, and he's gonna see me in 2 weeks. So after the 2 weeks is up, if I'm still not better, I will get it checked out further. So I forgot how much of a pain in my rear end it is to freaking get out of this parking lot. It's just so narrow. And I see that old M3 over there is stick. Man, I want to drive that. It's a nice one. Okay, I have the Honda Civic. Well, I don't have it yet. If I was driving, I would have an entire video on it right now. But once I get the Civic, I'm gonna make a whole video of like me actually getting the Civic and everything. I hope it doesn't come when we go to Kentucky. But I'm gonna tell you guys everything I'm gonna do to the car, as far as interiorly and externally. And my next project after the Civic, a little expensive, but I know I'll get there one day. Evo. 2004 Evo 8. That is where it's at. I love the Evo. My buddy works for valet at Hilton down in Columbus, and I actually might get a job there, to be honest. So he said an Evo came in one day, and well, he doesn't know how to drive stick, but I do. So I'm like, hey, I can drive Mr. Little Evo. Yeah. Man, I would love to drive one of those things for real. Oh boy, do I take north? Yeah. You think I would know the route by now, but I guess not. Ooh, Popo. Dang, he's flying. Chill, cuz. So yeah, the Civic should be in soon, within the next like 7-8 days. Once it's in, I'm gonna do the whole video. Oh, and as I was saying, like, my buddy doesn't know how to drive stick, but once I get my Civic, I'll be able to teach him how to drive stick, which will be a whole separate video in itself, which I'm gonna be like, okay, all my friends / family that do not know how to drive stick, I'll teach them how to drive stick, because it's super fun. See, nowadays, a lot of people don't know how to drive stick, so I actually saw someone on Facebook, which is actually super true. Anti-car theft system, and it showed a picture of a stick shift, and I was like, before I knew how to drive stick, I was like, well, it'd be true for me. If I was to go steal a car, which I would never, I wouldn't know how to do stick shift, but I know now, which is cool, and I love it. Known how to drive stick since 2016, so, and I'm comfortable with it now, comfortable enough to buy one, and I bought one, so I'm super happy. I'm thrilled. I can't wait for this guy to come in. Alright, traffic coming home was a whole lot better, so I'm gonna contact a buddy, see if I can go over and pick up brushes for the cajon for Sunday. I'm actually finally getting in on Sunday for drums, which is great. So, well, cajon, which is a box drum. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll show you at some point. But I'm super excited to get back into like all like this worship stuff again with church and whatnot, and ready to see. Things get in the way of the video. Ready to see where life takes me, and wondering if, see, there's two things: to go back to school or to not go back to school. I went to school for personal training, so I have a great knowledge on exercise, anatomy, kinesiology, nutrition, etc., stuff like that. But at the same time, personal training isn't exactly a secure job. A lot of self-employment, and when you are a personal trainer for a gym, you're not exactly making a whole lot depending on what you're doing, where you're going. Not saying personal trainers excuse me, aren't successful. I'm just simply stating the fact that there's a lot of personal trainers that aren't making as much as they would like to. I myself am one of them. Not saying I can't do it, but I'm thinking about retirement. I'm thinking about the future wife, future kids. Ideally, perfect world, boy and girl. That's where it's at for me. I don't care who comes first, as long as I get a boy and a girl. I'm completely fine with that. But we'll see. But life is a waiting game sometimes. You just gotta wait stuff out. But I'm home, so I'm going to, I don't know if I want to go back to sleep. I gotta go, I gotta pick up the stuff. Okay, it's alright. See you guys in a minute. Oh, look at this. I love snow. Not. Snow sucks. Freaking why? Why does snow have to happen here in Ohio? Oh well. I will say it is pretty nice sometimes, but preferably not when it's happening to me. So I'm not a huge fan of Mr. Snow. It's all good. I mean, winter will be over. The only time I like snow is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's it. That's the only time I like snow. Other than that, just enough. Like, enough is enough. Go away. I want like 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s even. You know, that's where it's at for me. Hot weather. Hot weather. Alrighty, carrying this over into the next day. I had 2 job interviews today. Sorry I didn't end yesterday's vlog, so I'm just carrying it over into today. 2 job interviews today. Both of them went super well. Both of them are really promising. There's one I'm going to take over the other for sure. And if they both offer me something, then I'll be like, well, this is it. So that happened today. So everything went super well over there. If you guys have not yet checked out my newest reaction, it's pretty dope. The video is pretty awesome, and I'm super hyped for what I just reacted to. So that being said, my link for the video is in my bio, and please don't go, thank you. The link is in my bio, and I thought it was a popo. I was like, I was going a little fast. The link is in my bio. Go check it out. It's on my Instagram. Follow me at Harky Fitness, and let me know what you guys think of it. Alright, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to sign off here so I don't forget another outro, so I don't have to go into day 3. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you tomorrow.